All right, we going. Um, all right, bro. So, all right, everybody. So, appreciate y'all coming. This is gonna be our first Sunday session, first trap phone session. I'm gonna just start calling this like a little too easy class, but we'll do this every Sunday, 3 to 5 p.m. And it probably won't even really go to 5 o'clock. It probably end up, at least an hour should be smooth. But I just know I'm always working during this period of time anyway. So if people want to hang around till 5, that's cool. Um, it's recorded, so I'll post it on YouTube. If you ever don't feel no pressure to try and show up. If you can't make it, it'll catch the rerun on YouTube. Uh, what else I want to say? Yeah, but this is gonna be just same way we was doing the trap phone. These are ask me anything sessions. It's not like an official class unless it's just like some major topic or something I feel like I need to teach y'all. But other than that, you always come to these sessions with your own questions, comments, news, anything you heard, you know what I'm saying? And we'll go over all that together and talk about it. All right. And then before we get started, just want to mention y'all are all in the Discord. All right. So, of course, you got the Discord membership. Hopefully, y'all have gotten the ebook is free. There's a free trading ebook in the Too Easy School link. And then, of course, I have the trading and I have the crypto course for those that want to advance their education and speed up. I'm working on a e-course and a crypto ebook. When the e-course is done, then that'll be beneficial for a lot of people because sometimes people just can't, you know what I'm saying? They just be having time constraints. So that way you can learn on your own time at your own pace and etc. But what else? Other announcements before we get started. Oh, and then July 26th. Let me double check on that date. July 26th. It's supposed to be a Sunday. No, 26th I got a fight. 27th is the event. Let me double check though. Matter of fact, it's in the announcements. Hold on. Yeah, 27th is Wealth Made Simple event. So we'll have a live event where we almost kind of doing this. It'll probably be more involved, but we'll be talking, crypto, trading, doing charting, and it's just a live class. So that way it's more intimate and I just feel like I teach better in general when I'm in person. So that's gonna be July 27th. On July 26th, I'm supposed to have a fight. Hopefully, I get matched up, and then this fight's supposed to be in Georgia. I believe it's supposed to be in like Jonesboro or something like that. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Once I get matched up, I'll actually like send
Oh,
out
you about to be on my
the
side
flyer.
of town.
On your side, yeah, that's a bet. Yeah, pull up, bro. It's gonna be lit, bro.
Hey,
If you ain't never been to a fight, them shits are it's entertaining, bro. Football and the basketball, bro. You see fights all day. Um, but yeah, so I think that's all my announcements. There's nothing else on the top of my mind. Yeah. All right. So with that said, any questions? Anything y'all want to talk about? Anything before we get started for real?
I know, like, as the market open. So I know we in a bull run for crypto. Are we in a bull run for stocks also?
Yeah, it should all go the same. So usually, the way a bull run works is technically we're saying that the dollar is losing value. Essentially, that's what's happening. Because if crypto's going up, we already know we compare every asset to the U.S. dollar because that's the strongest world currency. So if crypto assets are going up in relation to the dollar, then stocks are going to go up in relation to the dollar, and not just stocks. Anything that is an asset and can be valued versus the dollar should be appreciated. You know what I'm saying? So we'll look at that. Shoot, why am I saying will? We will. We go ahead and start looking at that right now. Check this out. So, uh, I was looking at that sweet chart. Boy, that shit looking too good. Okay, so yeah, I haven't taught you this yet, prolific. But if you search DXY, and let me not even just say, let me go to the whole spiel. So I have a list index. All right, so basically, if you put XY after almost any letter of a currency of a country, you'll end up finding a currency. So DXY is the dollar index. I guess you can say XY stands for index. BXY is the British pound index. JXY is the Japanese yen. You got the euro. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, etc., and more, right? So, but yeah, so right now we're looking at DXY, which is the dollar index. So we can actually see the value of the dollar. And so I know it says like $97. So it's not saying a dollar is $97. What it is every all the currencies in the world. Matter of fact, I'm gonna Google it to get the list. What list of currencies make up the index basket? Okay, cool, right here. So the currency basket is made up with the euro, one, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 countries. 10 countries make up the basket, right? And it's just like any index you know of. Index is just literally a basket of a bunch of stuff. Like Nasdaq is a basket of what the top 100 tech stocks. You got S&P 500. That's a basket of 500 U.S. stocks. This is a basket of the main, so the top, I guess, top 10 countries in the world: Euro, Canada, China, Sweden, France, Japan, Australia, us, United States, Great Britain, and New Zealand. All right, and so once you take all the currencies, and then you get an average, like an average index, then you can see the value of your currency versus that index. So I was just curious. I never actually read any of it. I was wondering if it was gonna be some valuable information here, but nothing major. Okay, but yeah, so now going back to trading view, this is what we're looking at right now. We're looking at the actual dollar, bro. It's crazy. And if and you can still chart this the same way you do any other asset that you've learned to trade or any other instrument. It's the same thing. I've been charting DXY, I don't know for how long now. You know what I'm saying? But we had these markups from a long, long time ago. This was a bearish trend on the dollar. Just of course, just reiterating that the US dollar's been losing value ever since. This is the peak right here. The most expensive, the most valuable the US dollar's ever been is back in 1984, 1985. Hello? Yo, what's good, LJ? Hey, I'm teaching right now. Text me, brother. Let me hit you back. I bet. Appreciate it, boy. Love. All right. LJ gonna make the hats. We're gonna get some two easy hats made. All right, so the dollar was the most valuable back in 1985, and this actually would be a good time to talk about this. I don't know if y'all hear Trump say like his whole slogan is MAGA, right? Make America Great Again. A lot of people have a terrible misconception of what he means about that because they think that he means like they're always like counter like when was America ever great? You know what I'm saying? And I think it's mainly it's a black community thing because all we see is like yo we were enslaved back then, which is true, right? So from our perspective, we like, when was America ever great? But if you take that away, right? You look at America at that time. What made America great was our economy. Our dollar was strong and our economy was booming. You know what I'm saying? Back in that industrial age and everything like that, we were really dominating. And so this is around that time and back in 1985, and this is back close. I think right after. So basically, what ended up making our dollar lose value was when Nixon removed us off the gold standard. Let me get the exact date on that.
That was so crazy and stupid.
It's not stupid, crazy, but not stupid. I so bad want to explain to you why and everything that's going on, but that is a long tangent, bro. And we on recording. I don't need them folks trying to come get me. But long story short, Zionists, which are Jewish supremacists, they came over to America and they basically ran the same play that got them kicked out of Europe and got kicked out of Russia. Not Europe, my bad. They got them kicked out of Russia. That's why, and this gets into Hitler and why Hitler was trying to kill Jews. He didn't just hate Jews for no reason. They have crooked business practices and they like to take over people's economies. You know what I'm saying? They're supremacists, and so came over to America. They established banks, and then they basically tricked. They once they established the first Bank of America, you can do your research on this. They established the first Bank of America, and when they established that bank, back then we were on IOUs or paper, or no, I'm saying not even IOUs. We were still in like the barter system, kind of like gold was our currency. You know what I'm saying? And silver, people had like silver coins, gold stuff. You know what I'm saying? We kind of just barter for things. Uh, Once they established the bank, they were like, "Yo, y'all just come put your gold in here because gold is heavy. You can't just be carrying it and storing it everywhere. That way, your gold is safe and it won't get stolen." So people trusted the banks, put all their gold in the banks, and then all of a sudden they finessed everybody and took the gold standard away, which means we don't have to give you your gold back when you come and give us your IOU. And then that's how we have the cash dollar. And whole long story short, not a dumb thing though. Richard Nixon didn't do that because he came up with this on his own. He was influenced to do it by great powers. Money is very powerful, bro. All right, so yeah, so going back to this dollar, as you can see, the dollar's been losing value ever since 1985. All right, in 2001, it hit this peak right here. So this is just me doing basic chart and stuff, right? So this is like that previous lower high. And you already know how we rock, right? Like once you got to break the trend line to break that structure, and then you need to go and catch that, break that previous lower high to actually claim that you're bullish. You know what I'm saying? We could say the dollar's bullish for now, which it is temporarily, but we got to break that 2001 recession level. That's where there's major resistance. All right. And so since I've been charting it, I got US dollar in this bullish channel. It broke that bearish trend, and now it's in this bullish channel. It hit the peak of that channel most recently in 2022, and since 2022, it's been on a decline. This lines up if you this. So what I'm doing right now is I'm teaching y'all. We're kind of talking economics, and you can pair it up with politics if you really take your mind back. 2022 is when Joe Biden got in office. Now people get into like to argue politics and stuff, but Joe Biden didn't do well. You know what I'm saying? This ain't about Democrat, Republican. No, we talking money right now. He didn't do well. The dollar peaked out, and after that, it peaked out in 2022. It crashed. All right, because Powell continued to what I'm trying to remember. What man? It's been a minute, but in 2022, there was a lot going on economically. When presidents get in, they basically remove standards and remove stuff like that. And this was also, and then the thing too, that why the dollar ended up rising, we had recovered from COVID. You know what I'm saying? COVID hit 2020, hit in 2020, and so it sent people were back home, not really spending money. We were stacking and saving, and not spending money at all. And then we eventually got back outside and et cetera. I won't even go too far into that, but now, ever since 2022, October, the dollar's been on a decline, and we've been ranging for a long period. So it started this range in January 2023, and then here we are where it just finally broke the range. That's why this is a big deal. It broke this range right here recently in April, and then we retested, and then we confirmed that we are under it. So the dollar has broken this what I would call a redistribution range, and we in a key moment right now where it's either like we either witness America's either about to flourish or everything about to get real ugly. You know what I'm saying? We either see it's like no in between. We either see like Great Depression type shit or we see paradise. All right, because you see that the dollar is right here. I have this PLC. If you don't know what a PLC is, sign up for class because I teach this to all my trading students. But we're right here at the PLC where we just grabbed this liquidity, and we're at the bottom of this bullish channel. So based off our analysis, what we would like to see, what we want to see is we want to see the U.S. dollar appreciate from here. We want to see it rise, but the fact that crypto and things are rising and stock is rising, the dollar might not. Now, it doesn't mean that they can't rise at the same time. The dollar can be appreciating at the same time assets are, but assets appreciate more aggressively when the dollar is crashing. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I was saying a lot right there, so I do want to pause real quick. But this is all talk. We're all looking at the U.S. dollar, and it's major, bro. We're in a pivotal, like historical moment right now. We're about to live through. Whether that historical moment ends up being positive history or negative history, we're gonna find out. Yeah. All right. Any questions? Oh, I forgot. Bro. I gotta let y'all. All right. So we got the chat, and then I gotta give permission now. So sound chopping. Is chopping. Oh damn. Okay. You said that 314. It's still been chopping the whole time. Market Martian. Your stream currently has reduced video or audio qualities, maybe due to network. No. Okay. Good. All right. So it got better. Um. Twins going crazy. All right. So yeah, I'm gonna just pause right there. Any questions, comments, thoughts? Thoughts about feelings about the economy, feelings about Trump administration, uh, yeah, just anything.
So would you say we should avoid going for puts this week? Pretty much.
No, so now see, you talking two different things. What we were just talking about, we were looking at long term. You know what I'm saying? We're talking investing once we're talking long term. Because that was your original question, talking about like crypto going up, stocks going up. I'm thinking like off of investing when we talk that way. Trading, remember, trading is short term. So I can't say just because the dollar or whatever's going on, long term, it doesn't matter. There's always waves. You know what I'm saying? Even if the dollar is about to, because you're saying maybe we shouldn't do puts, because crypto is rising and stocks are rising. Even if that's the case, there has to be pullbacks, retraces, cool downs, reaccumulations. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. We'll have to, and we're gonna do that today too. But we got to look at the charts and analyze that individually. Traders and trader mindset and investor mindset completely different. You know what I'm saying? And that they I don't want to say they conflict, but they're really just in two different completely in two completely different lanes. So we're gonna look at the charts and see why we. Matter of fact, why you bring that up, it would be cool. Y'all can go ahead and use the chat. And you can drop some charts in the chat, like or some assets or instruments you want to look at, and then we'll go. I'll just keep checking the list and we'll go through them. All right. I don't see no requests. Um, I do want to test something out real quick because, like I said, I'm still new to this stage. If I turn this off, try to somebody in the audience request to speak or try to speak. I just want to see what happened. I think that turn
Yeah.
it off, it allows like y'all won't be allowed to even request to talk.
Because you got to bring them on as a speaker because on my screen it shows that me and you are speakers.
Copy. Okay, yeah, I see you up here too. All right.
So they just got to request to be a speaker and then you can let them in.
Okay. Copy.
Like, I just.
Yeah. Okay, smooth. That was quick too. TP is not a speaker. I didn't even click TPs. I wonder if it just let them. I feel like when I said. Okay. Either way though, we good. We good. Just me. This is just me trying to figure this thing out. I'll do this on my own time though. But yeah, bro. So if y'all want to speak, just request or whatever, and I'll bring y'all up on stage. But before I continue, yeah, that's just kind of my little current outlook on the economy right now. We in a real pivotal moment right now. I think it's on the positive side though. I think the tariffs. Not think. I know the tariffs have brought in hella money to the country. You know what I'm saying? Like major inflow, major business, and major, just major GDP into our economy, which of course just trickles and flows into everything else. Small businesses, big businesses, um, people getting hired. You know what I'm saying? Businesses are making more money. They're able to onboard more employees, etc. So I think I'm on the optimistic side, and that's just my personality in general. So I could be biased in that way, but I think we should be all right. Questions, none? Let me know. All right. So then let's go look at Let's go look at the big dog, man. Talking about the dollar. Let's go look at Bitcoin USD. bro. You know what? I don't even want to use this. I think this one I. What is this? I don't do. Okay, this is an old chart, but I'm gonna erase all these drawings. Let's look at this together. Bitcoin's looking beautiful, bro. I hope y'all still in your liquidity pools, or if you got money staked, staking towel. Hope you still staked. Um, man, just I mean, this shit's beautiful, bro. Look at
I
this.
gotta go and state my stuff because I had 7 town. My thing went down to 4 something.
What you talking about with one of your subnets? You must have staked it with one of them risky subnets.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
guess it was sweet when it was up.
yeah.
I
I'll
stopped
tell
paying
it.
attention to it and went down.
Yeah, you feel me? I was trying to tell you, I was like, bro, just stick with root. Root is no risk. It's no risk, and you earning tau. That's
Or
stability.
I'll probably swap over.
Investing in tau, you know what I'm saying? Because technically, what you're doing when y'all are staking with subnets, you're basically exposing yourself to double risk. The first risk is buying crypto, a tau, right? We don't see it as too risky, of course, because we've done our research on it. But there's always risk that tau, this business, this company, this blockchain company, could just go to zero for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? That's risk number one. Then you're staking it with a subnet that is another business, because all of these subnets are like, like sub businesses within the tile ecosystem. Now you're betting on two businesses to succeed. You're betting on tile to succeed, and you're betting on whatever subnet shoots. I know shoots was one y'all kept talking about. You're betting on shoots. So now I have to depend. Like we always talk about, like control what you can control, right? Because stress and most all like pain and stress in general in life comes from things we can't control, or trying to control things we can't. So keep things controllable in your control. Tile, that's one risk. I wouldn't have had another risk. You know what I'm saying? That's double the risk. So that's why I like root. It's stable. It's stable. I don't have to worry about my value of my tile decreasing at all. And the whole time I'm still earning tile. I'm staked, and it's a good APR too. Mind you, there's no need to rush. Like, and that's the thing too. I'm gonna say this because I got me a major lesson this week on impatience. But like, we we want our life situation to change so bad. You know what I'm saying? Like, wherever you may be living, what you drive, and the way you eat, and the way you dress, and those things. Like, bro, I want to upgrade these things. Your desire to upgrade those things quickly will punish you. If we can just be patient and be like, because at the end of the day, being present and being in the moment, that's the beauty of life. You know what I'm saying? Like in these present moments, there are lessons to learn, skills to develop, character to also develop. Um, but and if we're patient, we'll be so patient. Like being present allows you to be patient because you're so busy working on what's going on now. You forget, you're not thinking about the future or the past. Whenever you think about the future, what it means is I don't want to be in my present situation. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't believe that, just think about when you're at a party that you're having a good time at versus when you at work and you hate your job or something. Right? Like when you're at work or some kind of situation where you don't want to be there, you're already like, bro, I can't wait to leave. Can't wait to get in my bed. Can't wait to get to my crib, because you're not enjoying the present moment. You know what I'm saying? But when you are present, like doing something you enjoy, time is irrelevant. I don't have to tell you, no one got to tell you to be patient when you're having a good time, because you're present. So if we can control, if we can learn to be present at all times, we'll never be worried about time, and we'll never be impatient, and we'll just continue to eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know that, I spell patience at this point with a PAY, because that shit pays you handsomely. You know what I'm saying? So, uh, yeah, you know what I'm saying? So no need to be too aggressive on the subnets. Take the root. Tau, we are extremely early on Tau, which we already know. We're basically like buying Bitcoin when Bitcoin was like in 2010. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't need to be no earlier than that. All right. So yeah, this Bitcoin right now, bro. This is the weekly chart. This shit look at it, man. I can't believe people don't own Bitcoin, dog. It's not even a bullish chart. It's parabolic. Like, you can't chart this. You feel? I'm just put on the line graph. You can't chart this, fam. Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't connect the lower highs, because every time you try to connect lower highs, the lower highs get steeper. It's parabolic. I don't even know how to try and do it. I guess something like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just winging it, bro. But like this is there's no asset in the world that's more valuable that will be more valuable than this. All right, so now I put the candles back on. All right, so let's go down to the weekly. Um, by the way, now that y'all about to experience the bull run, my advice to you is don't try to if you don't trade crypto, bro. If you are gonna trade crypto, just go long and have a stop loss like super far away. Um, and also don't really try to don't set take profits for real. If you want to take profit, base it off of numbers like maybe like 100% gain, 200% gain, or something like that. But you won't be able to really price it off of. You won't be able to choose to take profit based off of price the normal way we normally do, because crypto is just a beast, bro. You just y'all finna see. Like I'm sitting showing you. Look how parabolic this is. It's currently in this bullish channel. Who knows? Not who knows. Eventually, Bitcoin is gonna break out even steeper above outside of this channel because Bitcoin's supply is constantly decreasing and the demand is constantly increasing. That imbalance is insane. Eventually, Bitcoin will like low key go vertical. You feel me? And this is why Bitcoin will easily touch $1 million in one day. One full.
Question for you. Should we be averaging into our crypto during this bull run or just wait
Yes. No.
for
No.
the pullback?
No. This the run for real here. So you can continue to average, which you should already have. You know what I'm saying? Like continue. You should already have your recurring purchases going. Don't turn them off. Let them keep running. Uh. I'm trying to think of anything that we would want to be. I think it's still okay to be aggressive right now because this is so early. Let me see if I can find a picture. Um, what we need is to really give y'all perspective of where we are. There's this good picture that always be on Twitter, bro. Hold on, let me see something. Bitcoin parabolic. I'm probably have to get on Twitter. I'm trying to see if it's on here though. And it might be in Discord, matter of fact, because I know one of us might have dropped it in here before in investor school. It's a good picture to show you where we are psychologically and why it's okay for us to still be aggressive in buying crypto, and then we'll figure out when to slow down. Damn, it's not in here. Hold up, bro. Let me see if I can find this picture for y'all. Cause it's just getting started. Basically, that's all I'm trying to say. This is just getting started. Let's see. It's gonna probably be like I don't know how to look that thing up. I don't know what to I don't even know what to search for. I just keep thinking Bitcoin parabolic. Hmm. That's my. I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna skip over it, but I'm gonna find it though, cause it pop up so many times, bro. I know it didn't hit our Discord a couple times too. I just can't think of what they call it, but it's a picture that shows you psychologically. Maybe that'll be it. Let me try that. Psychological Bitcoin chart. Yes. Okay. Here we go. Hey, matter of fact, I'm gonna drop this in the Discord too. Okay, y'all go check that out. And this is a good pick to save too, bro. Definitely, this shit's so relevant. All right, so can y'all see this? Can y'all see this pretty well?
Yeah, we can see it.
Okay. Then let me come back. If anybody requested, I see the chat. If you trade forex, the U.S. against everything. Right, for sure. Right. I see what you said, dudes. Okay, bet. Yeah, I really rather just all y'all be on stage, bro. I don't like not having to like come here and check and see if anybody raised their hand or something. Um, but okay, so going back to investor school, this picture here. All right, so they call it. Let's see what this actually called. Wall Street cheat sheet: psychology of a market cycle. The feelings appearing as the market fluctuates. This is pretty, but that's dope, and this is pretty accurate. All right, so check this out. So we've already broken out at this point, which is called disbelief. This rally will fail like all the others, right? Like we've seen that every time y'all seen. I kept sending y'all like signals. I'm like, yo, it's the bull run. Dead wrong. Yo, is this gonna be the bull run here? Wrong, right? Those were just rallies that had me excited, but they weren't the real takeoff. All right. So then we have hope. A recovery is possible. I think we are actually like breaking out of this point. Like we just ended hope, and I think we're in the optimism phase. All right. So it's saying this rally is real because if in I'm doing this really just kind of like thinking of like list off of basing off of how we've been talking in our chat. You seen this bull run like when Bitcoin just broke 111K, 112. You see, I was still like, I don't know, bro. This ain't the real run. Like, I think it's still ranging or something, right? And then it finally popped and it hit like 114K. I'm like, okay, yeah, no, this the bull run for real, for real. So I think we in this optimism phase. All right. So for your question, prolific, yes, we can still be aggressive because look at how much more we got to go. We aren't even halfway. Like if you now, of course, this image not to scale, but if you were to chart it from bottom, from down here at disbelief up to this when optimism started, that distance compared to the distance we got left, we only halfway. You know what I'm saying? We still got a huge run to make. So this rally is real, which is optimism. I know, and then the next one will be belief. So it's time to get fully invested. This is where people start to get more greedy. We should already try to be fully invested. All right here in this phase right now. So this is the point where it's like, yo, if you got stuff that you want to maybe, if you willing to sell some stuff, you want to cut back on eating out, you want to live a frugal life, or just whatever you want to do, so you can allocate yourself as heavily and aggressively into crypto as possible. This is the time to do that. All right, then um, I can't say number wise like where to go. I'm thinking like when Bitcoin hit like maybe 150K, maybe 175, maybe like 200, something like that. That'll be the time where belief hits, right? And we'll know the best way to really figure out where we are along this psychological chart is, bro, just use your friends, family, and people in your social circle as indicators. All right. I don't know if y'all know, I don't know if I said it to any of y'all, but I always say like my cousin, bro. I got like I got a couple cousins and I got some friends who will like hit me up and be like, yo, you heard about this meme coin? These niggas all, bro, it's like it's crazy how like perfect it is every time. Every time we at like the peak of the market, these niggas are texting me about meme coins, like random meme coins. And then I'll be like, yo, do y'all got any Bitcoin? Nah, I ain't got no Bitcoin, bro. I'm gonna just flip this meme coin up to $1 million and then I'll buy some Bitcoin. I'm like, yeah, it's time to sell. You feel me? Like it's time to get out the market. So use your friends in your social circle, the people who aren't in the crypto, the people who don't invest, the people who are, um, I'm gonna just say kind of irresponsible or with their money. You know what I'm saying? Or they aren't intentional with their money. Use them as your indicators for when to start taking off profit from your investments. Right now we good because only text me yet. You know what I'm saying? Nobody has said anything to me about crypto besides the people like us who are already in the crypto space. So we safe. You can load the belt. Um, yeah, I'm just
Yeah, appreciate you.
okay. Cool, cool, good. I'm glad to answer your question. Uh, but yeah, you see, make sure y'all save this, bro. This shit's so relevant, and it's over. We'll keep talking about this. Now I got it in the chat. We'll keep talking about it, but it's gonna be dope. So then we next stage is belief. Then we got thrill. I will buy more on margin. Got to tell everybody to buy. All right, so this will be we'll know when this hit too, because everybody will be telling everybody like, "Yo, buy Bitcoin. You gotta have Bitcoin. You gotta, people pop out that don't really be in this space, and then we'll know it's peak euphoria when everybody starts saying crazy shit like, "Yo, I'm finna go get a Lambo." You know what I'm saying? Like, "Yo, nigga, I'm finna get a house tomorrow." Like, "Yo, look, we finna be on a yacht." Like, that'd be my thing. That's every time, bro. It's at the peak of market. That's my thing. I'd be like, "Yo, I'll see y'all on the yacht." You feel me? Like too easy yacht. Everybody bring your crypto. Like we gonna be up. That's euphoria, and that means it's time. That's the peak of our emotions, and it's time for us to go ahead and take profit so that we can get back to reality. All right, but yeah, we good, bro. We mad early. Good question. All right, what y'all got for me?
Oh, I got a question, and this is just for me. Once my trading account gets a little bit bigger for options, right? So my strategy is I want to get my account. What I start off at 250. When I get it to 1,250, take out a 250. So I'm just trading with house money at that point, right? But I want to have a strategy for my take profits to funnel that into my crypto.
Okay, I'm a
Uh, I mean, or that might be something we have to talk about more during our one on ones.
no, we can talk about that now because that's valuable to everybody. Because what you basically saying, you talking about, and it's something I teach in general. And I really, this is the fun part about crypto, is because what you're essentially asking is how to roll profits. We about to talk that. I seen Market Martian drop the question in the chat, so I want to just put this up here real quick. I figured it's a better question for Grok. Hey, it went up. It's at 11%. I think last time we looked at this shit was like 7%. So that's dope. 11% of the entire world is invested in crypto. That's what's up. And I bet you out of that 11%, 0.0001% got Tau. So we good. But yeah, we still mad early, bro. Only 11% of the people in the entire world got crypto so far. All right. Any other quick questions? Short, anything quick before I answer prolific question? Cause that's gonna be beneficial for everybody, but that'll be a longer answer. We'll probably end up hitting. I might end up using the sketchpad to talk about that too. All right. Okay, so his question was it's basically about like, yo, how do I like roll profits? You know what I'm saying? Because we really investors, right? So like we don't think like, yo, when my $1,000 I invested get up to 10,000, I'm gonna cash all of it out and then go buy a car. You know what I'm saying? That defeat the purpose of investing because now you just cut off your income stream. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't cut the water on just to cut it off later. I want that water to run forever. All right, so um, let's go hit schedule. All right. So, and I'm gonna just use some basics, right? So let's say we got. Let's go this way. Matter of fact, prolific. Help me out with some of the stuff you thinking, because I was just gonna write. Of course, like up at the top right now, right? We got Bitcoin.
So, what I'm gonna shave my profits to?
Oh no, you don't have to do that. Just like because this gonna go on YouTube, bro. So you know what I'm saying, like keep that person when we do our trap phone shit, personal stuff is unrecorded, you good. But I'm gonna put this on YouTube, so I don't want people seeing your money because niggas be out here in the world hating. All right, so but like your like some the stuff you got invested, right? You should at least be in, for example, like probably in like Bitcoin Sweet Tile, right?
Yeah.
Solana, etc. Okay, so these are your, the way I see it is like, like analogies. This is your starters. You feel me? If you got Solana in here and you got ETH, those valid too. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna throw them up here too. Solana, and I don't talk about ETH enough, bro. ETH is, because I was so mad about them gas fees and shit from the last, when I used to be on ETH, but a lot of the layer twos have been helping decrease the gas prices on ETH. So I need to talk more about it again. Get that. She broke my heart, but we gonna run it back. But ETH is extremely valuable, bro. Like that's I won't even get into it because that's gonna send me on a whole nother spiel about the research of it and layer twos. But Bitcoin, Tau, Sweet, Solana, ETH. What's another big dog I can think of? These really my top ones. Oh, let me go and entertain niggas with the XRP. All right. Either way though, you got your starting team. All right, so I'm gonna just put first. I'm gonna just say this first string. All right, because I think we all either watch sports or have played sports, so you understand. Like your first string, you trust them the most. They have shown me through practice, through games, like they gonna perform. You know what I'm saying? I can trust them. All right. After your first string performs really great, if they perform so really good, right? The next thing, well, now you should be a blowout, right? Or the gap from us and our opponents, it should be pretty big. So now it's like, okay, I can take some risk and I can start putting some second string players in. All right, second string for you might be, trying to think of some stuff. Name some second string in crypto investments y'all might have, or stocks if you want to go up. No, let's keep it crypto. Let's just stay one lane. I know AVAX like Avalanche. I love Avalanche.
Could we say hype, or should that be first
Yes,
string?
yes, there we go. Hype. That's definitely. And hype might need to go on that starting list, but I don't know. Hype is, bro. I really still to this moment can't really put a rating on hype, but that's a good coin, bro. All right, so we'll do hype. Y'all got any other ones? Name some other ones. I know I like Athena. I like that ENA. I like Athena.
H bar.
Excuse me. H bar. All right, bet. And I keep forgetting, bro. Y'all can't all talk, so did anybody drop in chat? H bar. That's in chat. I bet. Yep. H bar is valid. H bar basically like right there with XRP for me. Yeah. You know what? Just to piss niggas off, bro. Erase this nigga, man. You second string. All right, XRP. And then we said H bar. All right, so I think this solid. This is a solid second string because some of these are debatable when you can low key push for them to hit first string. H bar. Okay, and then let's name. Oh, well, name some third string. So third string is gonna be your biggest risk. Like I can't trust these at all, but I'm willing. But they might fuck around and just get a turnover. You know what I'm saying? Like they might fuck around and get a pick six randomly. All right, so this
Trump
is
coin.
you already know. You already know Trump coin, Dodge coin, um, that one I just sent y'all recently, Pump coin. Uh, what was that other one we was big on for? We had a little run. Chill guy. I like Chill guy, bro. I hope Chill guy make a comeback. Chill Trump Dodge.
Virtual.
Virtual's a second string, first stringer. Put some respect on my virtual. With
Well,
virtual.
what's the one that off of virtual? The AI
AI
XBT. That's
XBT.
definitely third.
That's a Bro. I don't even know if I can put that third
This
because
nigga.
this AI stuff, bro, is crazy, bro. The AI stuff is crazy. But I see what you said. I'm with you though, because Tao is um I dropped that list. I got to go back and look at that list, and I actually need to get back on my AI research. But Tau is like definitely your first string. Then you got virtual under Tau, and then AIXBT is I don't think it's built on virtual. AIXBT is that one that is like a bro. Hold on, actually, let me pull up Twitter because I love AIXBT, and I ain't looked at it in a minute to see what it's been talking about. But AIXBT is the one that be tweeting and it do crypto research. Oh shit, I ain't meant to do for you. Yeah, this one. Real quick. Pause. I'm gonna scroll through here, see if he said anything recently. Cause this AI, bro, this AI right here be scanning the whole crypto world and talking about like, valuable shit. Bonk generating 8 million weekly fees. So it seems like Bonk is still a good meme coin. Hyperliquid. Bro, look at this for Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid did 700 times more volume than Coinbase trading. All right, so remember, perps is another word for futures, perpetuals, futures, margin trading. When this pump fund coin I sent y'all, pump fund. I haven't talked to y'all about pump fund, but basically, they were they were basically like a launch pad for a bunch of meme coins. All right, so but pump fund's a big deal, but basically pump fund is just now dropping a meme coin or just a coin in general. So it's a lot of hype around it. And so people were like, all right, bet we're going to trade it, we're going to buy it. Instead of using Coinbase, and y'all know I send everybody to Coinbase. You know what I'm saying? And everybody to Coinbase. Coinbase, for as you know, as far as like buying your coin spot and just getting started. But Hyperliquid, they did 700x more volume than Coinbase. So people were buying that pump coin, they were buying it on Hyperliquid 700 times more than they were buying it on Coinbase. That's a big deal because basically what you're saying is because Hyperliquid, for those that don't know, it's basically a decentralized trading blockchain. Like I'm trying to think of like it's like a decentralized Robinhood, bro. And it's not Robin because it's not stocks, but like how Robinhood is a platform where you can buy stocks and you can buy crypto. That's Hyperliquid basically, but it's completely decentralized. It's outperforming Coinbase, which is the number one centralized um, exchange in America. This is a big deal, bro. Um, but yeah, no, I'm gonna come. But usually I like to just come through here and I'll scroll through AIXBT tweets and just see what it mentioned because it's AI, so it's able to scan the entire ecosystem and data and everything that we just can't do. You know what I'm saying? So each position can constrain. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So let's go back to Sketchpad. I'm gonna put bonk right here because AIXBT said something about bonk. All right. So now what we just made is we made our first string, second string, and our third string. Now bringing this all the way back around to the question that Prolific is asking. He's basically asking me about how do you roll profits. All right. So rolling profits is when when something's performing well, you take that profit, and like I said, we don't take our profits and just go blow it on shoes and clothes and stuff like that because that's what our job do. Our job pay for that type of stuff. Our investments, if we like to try and keep our investments and roll them into other investments, right? So because it's house money now, profit is house money. So now if you take a risk with it and you lose it, technically you didn't take a loss because if I had $100,000 invested and it turned into 5,000 and I lose $4,000, technically that wasn't my 4,000. That was all profit. You know what I'm saying? So what we like to do is if this our starting crew: Bitcoin, Tile, Sweet, Solana, ETH. These all just say they all go up 100% gain, right? And let's put some numbers in here. I'm gonna say we started with $1,000. And let's say we had $1,000 in each of them. So technically we got $1,000, 5,000. All right. Yeah, I'm just say $1,000 each. If all of these do 100% gain, then that means all of them made mm, an extra thousand. All right. So now technically I got a total of $10,000. I started with 5,000. I now have 10,000. What I can do is I can take profits from these and rotate them. So I can take that $1,000 profit out of my Bitcoin investment, and of course I keep my initial thousand. Like that initial thousand that I invested in Bitcoin, I'm not taking that out. Keep my initial. Let that stay. Do I want to mention this now? There's another strategy that people do because Compound FX and the group he love to do this. He likes instead of playing around with his house money, he likes to play around with his initial money. So if he invested $1,000 initially and it flipped up to two bands, or let me say not say up two bands, let's say 2,500, so the numbers sound a little better. If that thousand flipped up to 2,500, he has how much in profit? He had $1,000 initial. He has 2,500 total now. How much profit did he make?
1,500.
15. All right. So now, so now, what he likes to do, and not, I don't think y'all know how I am, bro. There is no one way to do nothing. It's all about your way. He would take his initial investment, his $1,000, and then he would take his $1,000 and then go make a new investment, and then now he gonna go put $1,000 in hype. Meanwhile, that $1,500 profit, it's in Bitcoin. He just let it run. He let the house money stay there and keep cooking. You can do it either way. You can pull out your initial and then use your initial to go and roll it into a new investment, or you can pull out your profits or your house money and then go and use that then roll into a new investment. All right. So what you can do is you can take that $1,000 from your Bitcoin. Let me kind of price it. Let's say we make an extra 1,500 profit. And this is why I can't wait to teach in person, because I'm gonna have a marker board, all that. We're gonna go in. But in the meantime, use this little sketch pad. So this is our initial. I'm gonna put an I. All right, I for initial. Then on this one, I'm gonna say P for profit. All right. So either way, we can take initial and play with that, or we can take profit and play with that. Let's do initial because our profit's higher. So let's play with the initial. We take our thousand and we roll that over in the height. So now we just put $1,000 over in the height. Now height, everything in the second string. Remember, it's more risky, but the more risky something is, the more potential reward it has. All right, and that's why we don't want to just invest this with our initial money, because when you first start with your initial investment, you need that money. You know what I'm saying? Like you're not trying to lose that. That's money I made at my job. I stacked it up in my savings account, and I'm like, yo, I'm finna invest it. I'm not. I can't risk this. I need this to win. I need it to win. All right. So now when I get into my second string, I don't need to win this. I want to win, of course. I always want to win, but I'm willing to lose. I'm a little more willing to lose. All right. So I take that thousand, I put in hype. Now it's some higher risk coin. This might end up flipping into give me an extra $3,000 of profit. By the way, if anybody on the stage that can speak, if you see somebody in the chat say something, let me know so I can come check out the chat because I can't see both. But okay, so now we got $3,000 profit, and technically it was an $1,000 initial into hype. We can run the same play. We can take that $1,000. So now we keep taking the same $1,000, and now we're gonna roll it down to our third string. And meanwhile, we let that 3,000 that is in our hype or in our second string asset, we let that keep running. That's house money. Let that just keep cooking. And then now we take that $1,000 initial, which was the initial in the first string, and we take that and roll it into one of these third string, which is the highest risk assets. We already know these meme coins. You're like, who all in here? TP, since yeah, some of y'all have had experience with meme coins. They move fast. You feel me? Like shit might go up 30x overnight and then back down 20x the next morning. You know what I'm saying? So it's the highest risk, highest reward. So that's why we would definitely want to invest in that when we just got money to lose. Basically, my mindset when I invest in meme coins, like, I'm losing this shit. Not to be pessimistic, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, I'm finna lose this. Because that way you can just go ahead and make your peace with it. You know what I'm saying? It's too risky. Like, you don't want to, yeah, it's better to be pessimistic for me when it comes to meme coins. So that way, if it win, you win. And really, and if you look at it, if you look back on any of the news or any of the announcements of people like who've invested in meme coins and hit big, you know what I'm saying? People, that's what where why everybody want to buy meme coins anyway, because they hear about them get rich quick stories. Humans, but people love get rich quick. It's so bad. Like, we all know that getting rich quick don't work. Tortoise beats the hare. All this wisdom, but for some reason, as humans, we can't fight the desire to get rich quick, right? So, um, those stories you hear about the people like, yo, he made $1 million off of Shiba, or he made $1 million off of Dogecoin, he flipped $100 into a million. When you be hearing about them stories, every last one of them folks, bro, they forgot. Let me not say every last one of them. Majority of them winners on meme coins, they forgot. You know what I'm saying? Like, they was like, yo, bro, I put $100 in it, and then the market crashed, and I just said, fuck it, left the money. When I looked at it, it was like $20. So I was like, I'm not gonna pull out $20. And I just went on with my life. Next thing you know, the bull cycle hit, and they like, oh shit, that $20 then flipped into a million. That's usually how it happens, and that's why that's the best mindset to take when you talking about meme coins. With meme coins, bro, you don't need to. If you put money in meme coin, you don't need to be checking this on the daily. You need to just let it die. You know what I'm saying? Like, and one day somebody in the chat just need to be like, yo, Trump coin or Dogecoin or Bond, it's up. It's up 100x something. And then that's when you be like, oh shit, I do got some money over there. And then go check it out. And then, there go your win. Because at the end of the day, we didn't care to lose it because this was initial money. We done already made $3,000 profit here, $1,500 profit here. I don't care about that little thousand. Thousand ain't little, but I'm just saying, relative to this we talking about right now. But yeah. So prolific. Does that help answer your question at all? Let me know.
It do. It kind of helped me figure out my strategy and how I'm gonna go about it a little bit.
Okay, cool, good, good, good. Yeah, and then of course on one on one we can have more talk. We can actually talk your numbers and get more personal with it. Um, but yeah, you already know, bro. You do your thing. Think for yourself. Figure it out. Cause ain't no one way, ain't no right way, ain't no wrong way. It's just be safe, be smart about it. Keep your money, and at the end of the day, don't ever compromise your starters. Don't let your starters get injured, no matter what. All right. Okay, bet. Dude's trying to speak. I wonder if I could just pull you open stage. What the fuck? I think yeah, you got to request. Like, even if I try to bring you up on the stage, I can't. I think you got to hit request first, dudes. Is he still here? All right, bet. There you go. Yo, Sensei,
Oh, okay. I was
You
wondering how
request too.
to.
Sensei, you request too. Just gonna bring you up on stage.
Here?
Yeah, I hear you, bro. I bet. Yeah, that's how I want to do it. For now, everybody just come up on stage if you think you'll ever speak, and then if somebody come on stage making too much noise, I'm just demote you. But all right. So yeah, what's up, dude? You on mute if you talking.
Hey, my
fault. I was just trying to figure out how to speak. I ain't have a question.
Oh. Alright.
Yeah, my fault.
Anybody got questions, comments, anything? All right. So where we at right now? We had an hour, 4 or 5. Definitely take a break here or end it here. Probably end it here just because as far as recording. Um, but yeah, any questions? I thought I could record and I'll hang around, for any just like casual talk. But yeah, just any other questions y'all want to close out with? Bitcoin's at all time high, man. Crypto's on a bull run. Yes, you can continue to be aggressive. I'll will I'll of course I'll try to alert everybody, and but we'll just play it by ear and we'll figure out like I said from our indicators, our social indicators of when we need to maybe scale down a little bit, uh, or just and when I say scale down, I really mean just let your money coast. You know what I'm saying? That's the point of being early in the first place, so you can just let the profits. You can just watch your money run. You know what I'm saying? Uh, what else? Trading wise, if Bitcoin's still running, that means Mara. Go. Oh, let's go look at Mara. Yes, because I need to get in the Mara position. I think I was looking at it with Prolific, and we were thinking it was gonna be bearish. And it's funny because on that call we was like, I don't know, bro. Bitcoin might do some wild shit over the weekend. Glad we waited, because here go Bitcoin at 118. Where it really had touched 119K. So now that means Mara finna jump stupid. All right, let's try this. This is the weekly, daily. I have my risk off session. Let's try and get this clean. I might have to do a new chart because, yeah, that shit did some weird shit. Like, broke out of this channel and then is back into the channel. And I know this wasn't just a whole retest back to the top, so maybe I need to redo the channel like this. Let's erase this because I was wrong on that. This wasn't even no type of Wyckoff. This shit just got busy. Well, no, technically, no, the sign of weakness and then sign of strength. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, cause on a reaccumulation don't gotta test the sign of weakness and test the sign of strength. It can just push through on that sign of strength. So I'm gonna put that accumulation there. I don't even know how to chart this for real, bro. I'm really just kind of throwing up some some stuff right now because it's moving so aggressive, bro. Like, I don't know what to say. That's crazy. Erase these now. These perform well, but those are Fibonacci 50 to 61% that held. So Mara, bro, I hate this. The thing I hate trying to trade this type of stuff because it's like, bro, like what do you do if we buy? Where do we set the stop loss? And then when Monday hit, it's gonna be a gap up. Ain't no telling how far the gap gonna be. Well, you know what? What I'm thinking is it. Go ahead, yeah. Please chime in if anybody got a pick, because I really don't know. Like, what y'all think?
Because in the regular situation, to hit top of our range, definitely looking for a put. Well, because it's going off of Bitcoin and Bitcoin at an all-time high, still moving up. Like obviously we think like that.
Yeah, this shit, crypto breaks the rules of regular trading. That's why I always tell you I don't trade crypto for real, bro. I've been trying to trade
Even though
SLIM.
it's a stock, you know what I'm saying? Because it's based off of crypto.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Nah, facts. Matter of fact, you know what? Let's do this. July 11th, 2025. Let's go back to July 2021. Oh my God. You see this what I'm talking about right here. Yeah, it's a stock, but it's tied to crypto. Look at it. July 2021, where was it? About right here. From that point, on July 11th, Mar ran up another 29%. And this not us talking about options. You feel me? Like, bro, if you get a 229% gain off of a normal price, that mean the option will probably be up like 20,000%. Because remember that the option is 100x. You know what I'm saying? It's 100 shares. So you take 229% gain times 100. What's that? Yeah, that's 20,000, ain't it? That's crazy, bro. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just get a long term Mar call. It ran in that period of time where it ran was from here to the peak right here, which was over the course of 120 days. So what's that? 4 months, and it cooled off in November. So we could basically do a call for the end of November. It'll probably end up saying the end of the year though. But if we do a call for like, let me look at my phone. I think it's too. I think at this point, crypto is moving too aggressively to try and like do. You know how we normally do 2 week calls, 2 week contracts, and try and close them early and get our little week to week money. As far as Mara, which is basically a crypto, I rather just excuse me. I rather just go long term with it. Let's see, Mara trade options. We go call. The latest we can do, yeah, it's December 19th. It goes September 19th or December 19th. And this right here say that the last time Mara had this run or Bitcoin was running, it ran for about 4 months. So we currently in July, which is the seventh month of the year. 7 plus 4, that's 11. So yeah, November. But that means you got to choose December. So a December call right now is only 400. Oh, it's only 400. That's not bad at all, bro. Wow. I'm gonna just screenshot this. Anything I want to say? Comments? Chime in, please. But I'm finna send this to the chat. Just the one right here, boy. All right. That's crazy, boy. All right. Um. But yeah, bro. I'm gonna start sharing my screen from here.
I know liquidity pools are more volatile or more risky, I should say, than lending and stuff. That's a little bit more secure, lower APR and all of the things. But in a bull run, we still looking at going liquidity pools first, then going lending, or should it change due to unpredictability of the price or what?
Let me go.
Think about that.
Let me reverse it on you. So, because what you said is not wrong, but it's right and wrong. So, liquidity pools are more. Because like I don't want to say it's more risky. You can fluctuate. I don't know how to organize what I'm trying to say, so I'm gonna just say it. All right. So lending is risky because you can get liquidated on a lend. You know what I'm saying? Because you're putting your coins up as collateral. All right. So if you got some Solana or you got some Sui, you're like, yo, I'm gonna put my coins up as lending it. Oh no, you know what? I take it back. TB, if you're saying lending and not borrowing against your money, then there is no risk. You lend it, and that means people come borrow from you, and you earn money off of them borrowing from you. But if you borrow yourself, and that means you're using your deposit as collateral. And so the way the protocol works is it's saying, yo, if you don't come back and pay us the loan that you just got from us, or the money that we just loaned you, the money you borrowed from us, if you don't pay it back, we're gonna take your collateral. All right. So if you gave them $1,000 of SWE and then you borrow $750 loan, you don't come back and pay that $750 loan, they'll just hold you. They'll just confiscate your SWE, which was $1,000. So you'll lose, basically 250. Um, so all that to say, there is risk with lending, but it's only if you borrow. If you never borrow, then no risk at all. Or if you just borrow such a small amount, you also barely have any risk because you're not gonna get liquidated because your stop loss so far away. Um, but I do like so at this point with everything being bull run, we want to have as much of our individual asset as possible. So SWE, Tau, Bitcoin, Solana, Ethereum. We want to have as much of those as possible. I like lending in that case. If I do a liquidity pool, I prefer to do one that's L1 to L1. What I mean by that is like SWE to ST SWE. You know how they got them stake version like ST SWE, HA SWE, etc. Because that way you still have you're still exposed to SWE in general, right? So when SWE appreciates, you get all of that ROI. Versus if you was in a liquidity pool that was like SWE slash USDC, when SWE rises, you're gonna the money that's in USDC is gonna miss out on that appreciation. You know what I'm saying? So, but that's why it's like pros and cons. You got to decide on your strategy. Because at the end of the day, a liquidity pool has a high APY. You feel me? So the APY can make up for the ROI you'll miss on appreciation. Lending has a lower APY, but you have more exposure to your individual asset, so you get all of the ROI on the appreciation of it.
Gotcha. So, does the APR come down as the asset goes up, or do they try to keep the APR the same? Because of course the APR fluctuate depending on what's going on.
Great question. Great question. Okay, and then let me be because I really want to hold y'all to a higher standard, and I want to push y'all to a higher level. All right, so I'm gonna be more strict about just little shit. APY, not R, because R is a rate and rates are constant.
APY.
APY,
Gotcha.
it's a yield. All right, so yes, the APY fluctuates, but it's not based off of the APY has nothing to do about the price of the asset. The APY you're getting that yield because people are trying to see how I want to go about it. Don't want to go long winded with it or what? You're getting that yield because people are swapping across your pool. All right. So basically, when you set up a liquidity pool, you're setting up a shop. All right. So right now, let's just say some new Jordans come out, and y'all want these Jordans, but y'all don't know where you can buy them at. And all of a sudden, I set up shop, and I'm like, yo, I'm selling these Jordans. Right? When y'all come, I just set up a shop. So I just set up a liquidity pool. All right. And this is how it works. I set up my pool and it's just like Foot Locker, bro. This what we're talking about right now is really business. When you provide liquidity, you're basically a business owner. All right. So I got these shoes, and y'all like, bro, I want some of them shoes. Well, I'm like, okay, bet I'll give you a pair of shoes for some dollars. Y'all got cash, y'all got US dollars. You can sell me, cash at me, however you want to do it. But when you pay me, I'm selling these shoes for $200 each. When you pay me for the shoes, I'll give you the shoe, and then I'll take your cash, right? Well, say, all right, it's three of y'all in here. All right, so say I got five pair of shoes or something. So five pairs, $200 is $1,000 worth of value. TP come buy the shoes from me first. So he bought one pair. So now I have four pair of shoes. I got four pair of shoes, and I got $200. Now I have a liquidity pool. I'm gonna pause right here. Does that make sense so far, TP or anybody?
Yep.
Okay, cool. So now you're seeing the liquidity pool. So now I have liquidity because you can come to me and you can say, yo, I'm gonna sell. What if TP want to come back and sell the shoes? All right, bet you can sell them back. And when you sell them to me, I'm gonna give you cash. You know what I'm saying? So you come sell the shoes to me, I'm gonna give you $200, and now I got my shoes back. So now I got five shoes. That's a liquidity pool. And what normally be happening, that's why you be seeing sometimes your liquidity pool dry out and where all you got is USDC or something like that. That mean they came and bought all the shoes up and all you got is cash. You feel me? But it go to other, and that happens when people are bullish, which is right, which makes sense. Bullish. When people want something really bad and they demand it, they gonna come buy your shop up. Now you ain't got no shoes in your shop, but you got a bunch of cash. All right. So now go and bring this back to your question. You're asking about yield. Yield, that APY you make, is for all of the money that people are transacting. Like anytime people come shop with you, you're making money off of the fact they came and shop with you. It don't matter if the value of the shoes went from 200 to 400 or 500. That doesn't change how much you make off a yield. Your yield is based off the number of customers you got coming in and out of your shop. That's your yield. Your yield goes up when more people come into your shop. Your yield goes down when less people come into your shop. Just like every business, some businesses have busy days and they have slow days. All right, that's your yield. That's their yield. Um, so now if we talking about the price appreciation, because your question I feel like it was kind of mixed, right? Kind of had two things in it. That explains yield. That makes sense though. Before I add anything else,
Yeah,
or
yeah, that makes sense.
okay, smooth. So now your question might be this. All right, if customer volume controls my yield, how do I get more customer? What makes me get more customer volume to my liquidity pool is based off of the asset's performance. Um, Peak emotion. When SWE go on a run, let's just say we talking SWE pool, right? So you're in a SWE USDC pool or whatever. When SWE goes on a bull run and it start making new all time highs and shit, new customers finna flow in because that's FOMO. It's the fear of missing out. They're like, bro, I gotta get these shoes, bro. I gotta get some SWE. Like, I got to because everybody got them. You know what I'm saying? They hot right now. And then it work vice versa. If SWE goes on a steep fall or a steep drop, people panic. They get scared. They be like, "Oh shit, bro!" Hell no! Like all of a sudden, say the shoes is like, I don't know, turning people's feet purple. You know what I'm saying? Niggas be like, "Bro, hell no, bro, them shoes crazy, bro. They turning people's shoes." Not everybody finna go sell them to you. You know what I'm saying? They gonna come back to your liquidity pool or to your shop and they like, "Bro, take the shoes back. Give me my money. Take the shoes back." Either way, it don't matter. It don't matter if they come buy shoes from you or sell shoes from you. They stepped into your store, and there's your yield.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Cool.
Yeah, that makes sense. Cause it's almost like the card reader at the gas station. They always tell you can't. You got to use more than $3 because it's a transaction fee for everything that crosses that.
Mm-hmm.
Come across that, and that's how those people make their money. So that's why they want you to buy more so they can actually get something off of it. But
Mm-hmm.
those people that got that fee coming to that machine, hitting it every time it's a transaction, regardless of what it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. No, liquidity pools is dope. Like you should. Every time you look at businesses, it can you can look at it as a liquidity pool. Every single time.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely makes sense when you say it like that because it's more so about the traffic than what you're doing.
Exactly. That's what
Whether
I
it's
was trying to
about
say.
a sale, it's more about the transaction process.
Exactly. That's the word I wanted to use. Traffic. Traffic. Like right now, what Beyonce in town, liquidity pool up. Anybody dealing with
No,
Beyonce, your pool, your yield is up right now. Good question. Any other ones before we dip? Y'all boys good? Dudes prolific. Good questions, y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm oh, go
You
ahead,
said
East.
what?
No, I was just double
Oh,
checking before. I was
oh my
finna.
God, I thought you said one.
No, I was just finna. I did say your name. I was just asking if you had anything else you want to say because we finna end it. So I just want to make sure I answered all your questions.
Oh, good, man.
Dope. All right, bet.
I'm good.
And appreciate y'all, bro. Like so I told y'all this gonna go on YouTube. I'm gonna keep this recurring. We're gonna do this every week, every Sunday. We're gonna stay consistent in the motherfucker, man. This shit gonna blow up. You feel me? So appreciate your questions because you asking questions for somebody who gonna watch this on YouTube and might have had the same question. Um, yeah, this is dope. All right, y'all. But yeah. Oh, and then y'all all members and shit. So invite friends, family, anything into the chat so they can participate to this because it's free. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I want people to be members and actually be involved with the rest of the chat. 'Cause the private channels they gotta pay to see those, but at the end of the day, if they're a free member, they don't even gotta spend $1 to attend these sessions with us. All right, this is my community service, so let your folks know, man. And we in that bull run now, so bro, don't let anybody struggling with money, talking about bills, bro. Just go and join the Discord. Join the Discord. Quit crying. Bitcoin running. Bitcoin at all time high.
That's good.
You feel me? You ain't making enough cash, niggas. Convert that cash to Bitcoin then. But yeah, all right, y'all boys. Y'all enjoy the weekend, bro. Good Sunday,
In the S&P.
huh? S&P.
Yeah, the S&P at all-time highs too.
Yeah. Oh no, for sure.
And
Yeah. That
I'm in the whole.
that's to the question of what Prolific was asking. He was like, bro, since crypto going up, is stocks gonna go up? Anything versus the dollar right now should be rising. That now the bad thing is that mean housing price. Well, I mean if you got a house, that's good. But yeah, anything like the real estate, housing prices are probably going up. Car values going up. Shoot, stocks, crypto, anything that is not the U.S. dollar isn't technically increasing in value because the dollar's dropping. But hopefully it recovers down here. And then I was
Hey,
seeing
Roger,
on Twitter they thinking of Powell might decrease interest rates. If he do that, dog, we gonna go to the moon. We gonna go to the moon.
the crazy thing is Trump said it. Trump literally said it. I remember your first live event. I was like, I'm gonna short the S&P once it hit that 6,000 mark. But literally, when Trump said buy everything, I literally flipped that 6,000 mark and bought it. And I've been holding it ever since.
Bruh.
Holding it ever since.
And see you going.
The S&P, bro.
I told you, bro. I told you it's going on YouTube, bro. Don't make me talk about Trump. I'm gonna get canceled, bro. Niggas don't know
Oh,
I don't support no politicians, but I think Trump gonna go down as one of the best presidents we ever had. Just the nigga no money. He bringing that money
business
in.
wise.
You feel me? Business wise, yeah. Depending on how you wanna, cause at the end of the day, everybody got their own way to assess a president, right? Like that's a question I was thinking about asking for people, just like the general public. Like, what constitutes as a good president for you? You know what I'm saying? If a president make you hella money during his term, is that a good president? If a president, I don't know, like you know what I'm saying? Like what makes a good president for y'all, bro? So, because at the end of the day, no president can satisfy every industry and everything. You know what I'm saying? So, for me personally, if you make me and my family some money, I'm good because now we can control a lot of our situation. Oh, and then of course, don't send us to war. Niggas don't want to go to war. Don't get us killed. That's really it for me. Don't get us killed and make us some money. I'll fuck with you. But yeah, man, yeah. All right, y'all boys. Good session.